let people see that we're inside because it's so shitty today. We were going to go over to the theatre lane and I wanted to rave about the fact that we're going to have a new theatre in the town soon.
Yeah.
And the reason I wanted to do that was that, as you said on your Facebook post recently, there's a real lack of venues and a real lack of kind of live gigs for young bands. So you've had a kind of a cool idea. What's your idea exactly?
My idea is to start a collective where I get bands together and like hopefully get gigs started for them, because I know so many amazing bands and they try so hard to get gigs, and when they do like get a response from a venue, it's normally like, oh sorry, no, we can't take you. And like I'm fed up with that being the answer, because you're just seeing the same bands constantly, hearing the same bands, when there's so many other bands that are just as good as them, if not better, and they deserve that spotlight too. So,
yeah. Well, of course, you're in a band, and your beautiful boyfriend Ben is in a band, so you're kind of, your community, you'd know a lot of bands, you'd sort of be aware of the fact that it's not like, oh, you think there might be bands out there. There are a lot of bands, and this next generation's, Enemies or Adamisi Shank, whatever, are all kind of in the undergrowth, and nobody gets to see them. So ideally, what would be your hope? That venues will sort of give you, the space to say, well, okay, you've got X amount of bands, we can give you, this night for these bands to be showcased, and maybe put on 3 or 4 or 5 bands. Is that the hope for?
That is the dream. Literally, no, I want to make a difference for bands. I just want to see bands come out with a big smile on their face, feeling like I've accomplished something, because like I've seen it, like I know so many bands and they just feel like they're going nowhere, and I'm like, I just really feel sorry for them.
It is a great time for young bands, and that the democracy of the internet means that for a lot of them they can put stuff out there, at least either on SoundCloud or YouTube or wherever they sort of want to put it. But there is that sort of opportunity. That side of it is there's an outlet. But that live thing of just actually within your own community, getting out there and being seen and connecting to people, which is, I think, for most bands is the real kicker, because then you're sort of actively getting feedback, and you're getting a sense of how good or bad or otherwise you are. Talking of that, like if there is a crap band, how do you stop them getting involved? Have you got a method, a nice way of stopping them?
I haven't really thought about that yet. That's the part that would probably kill me most, because I hate being that person being like, oh, you know what, you're not great, so can you just leave?
Well, we can throw them into the Harbour Bar and Bray or something. We'll find somewhere for them to go.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll include, you've got an email, if people are in a band and they feel that they'd like to sort of be playing out their lives, we'll include that email. Obviously the Battle of the Band competition will give them another opportunity to be seen. But I think definitely with the coming of the new theatre in Greystones in June, and venues like the Hotspot in Castle Inn and all that, I think they could be easily swayed to include a kind of as I said, like a night that this is your night, and you can kind of get some people out there, and so well done, good plan.